why can't I create an LGBTQ version of the Essence Music Festival for gay professionals?
And this is Christian Brothers Speak Podcast, where we interview the innovative, the daring, and the bold. And speaking of innovative, I have a great guest today by the name of Mr. Gregory Douglas, who actually created the LGBT Arts and Cultural Music Festival, and is actually going to be coming on during Memorial Day weekend, located within the Dominican Republic. So this is, if you're looking for a destination trip, well, guess what? You found him. So I welcome Mr. Gregory Douglas. Hey, how you doing, Gregory? How's everything going?
I am well. How are you today, sir?
You know, I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain about it. Everything seems to be going in the direction it should be. I see you're busy. How's everything going for you?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I just feel like I'm just in another world right now. The year comes and goes so quickly, and, we grow every single year. And I'm just like, okay, what are you going to do for next year? So, but the response has been really good, man. But I'm ready to just pull what little hair out that I have.
Well, you already think about next year? Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah. Thinking about next year, and we try to have 2019 ready to go when we're in at the festival, and. So we can get our guests that are there excited. We wrote out the theme, and then, we let them know where the new resort is going to be, if we're going to move to a new location. Then we kind of give them a preview of who the new celebrity ambassador is going to be for the following year. So just to kind of get the buzz going and, work in advance for a change instead of working less. I mean, like, we tend to do. You know how we do sometimes.
Yeah. You know what? You're right about that. So it's better to be ahead of the game than not. You're right about that.
Yeah. We're rolling ahead, and getting ready to roll out another huge event in Atlanta for Labor Day weekend. So trying to get that ready for 2018 Labor Day weekend to kind of introduce that during the festival, and let our guests know, hey, listen, if you love what we're doing in Punta Cana, can't wait for you to join us Labor Day weekend in Atlanta for our new event we're going to introduce this year.
Wait a minute. Okay, so wait a minute. You guys, so you're doing events also in Atlanta around? Do you always do events around in Atlanta? Oh, okay. So you got events.
Well, you know what? This is going to be our first major event we're going to be doing. I'm based in Atlanta, and I used to do concert promotions and event production in Atlanta for several years. And, I just kind of stepped away from it for a while because, the whole gay scene has just been so millennial driven, and, there really wasn't anything for people to do, of a professional, of an older age demographic where, they wanted to come on out and meet other LGBTQ professionals. So, you know what? Why don't we introduce something for the professional LGBTQ audience, right around that 35, 45, 55 age demographic where they're not going to go to the parades, they're not going to go to the park events, they're not going to go to the club events, but they want to do something of substance, and they want to do something different with people within their age bracket during Labor Day weekend. So it's not officially launched yet, but hopefully if all goes well, we're going to introduce this new music festival we're going to launch in Atlanta for Labor Day weekend.
I'm surprised you said that, because I also kind of felt the same thing, that in terms of the crowd that is a little bit more seasoned. I mean, definitely you got to pull the millennials in when it comes to certain types of events, certain type of music. But I always did feel that everybody didn't always want to be amongst the same demographic in terms of mixing millennials with the older generation. And was that the main reason why you started this whole event?
Absolutely. And you said it correct. I found that as the Pride events are getting a lot more younger in terms of, the millennials are coming up, and the Q audience wasn't coming out anymore. I found that they were doing destination travel. And instead of going to Atlanta Pride or DC Pride or what have you, my friends and I would say, hey, listen, where are we going Labor Day weekend? Where are we going Memorial Day weekend? And I found it would be about maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, or 10 of my friends, and we would just pick a tropical island destination and say, okay, we're going to Puerto Rico, we're going to, the Dominican Republic, we're going to Mexico for the weekend. And so literally, a lot of my friends were like, this is what we love to do. We're older, we're established, we're degreed. We have some discretionary income, and we want to be able to do destination travel with other professionals from around the country, have an amazing time, and do it at an affordable price point. So, really from my personal inspiration of doing destination travel, I said this is something that I actually wanted to create. And, as the festival has been growing every single year and seeing the need for it, for me, I said, the light bulbs kind of went off, and I've worked in the music industry for several years, and, I've been to Essence several times in New Orleans, and as I was at Essence one year, I was looking around the audience, and I was seeing so much of us as family members, LGBTQ professionals behind the scenes, working with artists, or just within the audience enjoying the weekend. And I said to myself, why can't I create an LGBTQ version of the Essence Music Festival for gay professionals?
I like that.
So,
I like that.
That has been our branding model as we grow the festival slowly but surely, where, we do we do about 20 amazing events over the 4-day weekend. We do 3 nights of live concerts beachside. We do the LGBT Film Fest, meet the authors, celebrity karaoke, the spades tournament, the health and wellness workshop, the In the Spirit Sunday Gospel brunch, praise and worship. We do boot camp and fitness and yoga classes, excursions around the island. So we take all of these amazing events, put it on a schedule, spread it out over 4 nights, 5 days, and, we just have an amazing time. So when you walk away meeting great celebrities that are there for the entire weekend, and then also you meet and make great new friendships when you meet new people from around the country. So it's like one of those events now where people are saying, hey, listen, this is an amazing weekend. It's really laid back, and I am putting this on my vacation calendar every year, Memorial Day weekend, wherever the festival is, we're going to be there.
Oh, my goodness. Actually, I can honestly say that it's an event that a lot of us, especially around our age, not to say that, we're just against being with millennials, but it is the fact that sometimes the music that we listen to, it helps brings us back a little bit, and also is a little bit more appreciated. Sometimes you just can't do it. Yeah. It's just one of those simple situations where, let's just pull this particular demographic out and actually see what's happening. And clearly, if the event's consistently growing, then you're onto something. Definitely.
Absolutely.
This is the 3rd year, I believe. That's correct?
This is the 3rd year. We did 2 years in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And we were getting ready to go back to Puerto Rico in 2018, and we had launched our promotions in Puerto Rico. People were so excited because we had confirmed the Waldorf Astoria Resort, and we were going to be doing a day cruise over to St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands also.
Oh, wow.
So everything was set. It was launched. Everyone was excited. And then in September, the hurricane comes and completely destroys our plans. So the resort was destroyed. They were not going to be ready in time to host us for 2018. So I literally had to make the choice of saying, okay, do we cancel or do we move to a new location?
Right.
And so I've been to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic over the last 15 years just on vacation. And I love the island. It's LGBT friendly. It has a strong LGBTQ community. Punta Cana is such a beautiful location on the island of the Dominican Republic. And the resort, the Grand Melia, was our sister property in Puerto Rico. So it just was a great transition to say, hey, listen, we had such a great experience with the Grand Melia in Puerto Rico, and the Grand Melia in Punta Cana was ready and willing to welcome us. They do a lot of LGBTQ business, so they value our business as a community, and They were like, hey, we would love to host you. And it just all came together so perfectly. So a lot of our festival guests have never been to Punta Cana. So they were like, hey, let's go. We want to make this transition. So this will be our first year on the island of the Dominican Republic.
Now, that had to be pretty stressful to actually transfer an entire event like this of this magnitude from one island to another. I cannot imagine, just when you think everything's all set, boom, something like this occurs. So what was that like? I'm just curious.
Oh man! Well, let's just say my hair was all black. Now it's all gray. So, and it's not growing back anymore. So it's now I'm in bald head mode. So,
Gotcha.
And, so it was very stressful. I literally had 4 weeks, 4.5 to 5 weeks to turn it around, find a new location, start to re-promote, rebrand, change all of my marketing, notify all of my celebrity ambassadors who are coming and say, hey, this is what we're doing. We're moving to the Dominican Republic. Is this okay with you? All of our guests who had put their deposits down are paid in full already and, had to have one-on-one conversations with them and say, hey, listen, what's going on in Puerto Rico? We're going to move over to Punta Cana. Are you going to take this journey with us? And literally, all of our festival guests said, hey, listen, we want to roll with you, Greg. We love what you're doing. We love the experience. And it's, while we love going to great new islands, it's about meeting the great people that come to your festival and then also the ones that come back every single year. So it's kind of become a mini family reunion where we have guests that come back every year and they see each other and they're just like, oh my God, hey, what's going on? Or we have folks who come and, they were roommates the first year and now they're going to be roommates again for the third year. Or they're bringing 2 or 3 of their friends now for the first time because, they've told their friends, listen, you missed year 1, you missed year 2, year 3. You need to come because this is such an amazing experience and you're going to truly enjoy the weekend when it's all said and done.
Oh, wow. The thing about it is that I'm actually pretty impressed with is the type of events that you actually pulled up are, one, they're very informative for the community, but also you have some really active events that really totally adapt to the culture, completely adapt to the culture. And the lineup, the celebrity lineup actually has some pretty impressive lineup through the years come to this event.
Yeah, we have been truly blessed to have some great celebrities, who are LGBTQ, who are supporters, who are allies, that see the value of the African American LGBT community. They see us as supporters of them, especially our musical allies, in the music world, where they know whenever they drop a project, that we're going to go, we're going to support, we're going to buy. We're going to be the ones that are going to be loyal when they don't have a hit record on radio anymore. So, when I reached out to some of these celebrities who are personal friends or, colleagues that I've worked with in the past, are just brand new relationships I've fostered and developed, everyone was like, hey, listen, we are coming. We want to be able to support. The community has been behind of me in my career for years. Whether I had something on TV as a hit TV show or if I had a hit record, if I did not have one, they have always been there to support me. And, everyone said resoundingly, we're coming. We want to be a part of the experience. And, the weekend is so laid back and carefree where for them, they come and they're on vacation because they may bring their spouses or family member or what have you, and they're so relaxed and, they're truly engaging. They engage with the audience. Where else can you go and you're having a cocktail at the bar and you have Angie Stone right next to you having a conversation and cocktails, or you're having breakfast with Monifa, or, Monifa is, spearheading or leading the celebrity karaoke night, or, at a cabaret show and you're at the piano bar lounge and Frenchie Davis is singing right there up close and personal with just a piano and her voice. So people are like, where can you get this type of experience? Because, most celebrities, when they do an appearance, they're there for an hour or two and it's like very limited pictures or conversation and then they leave. With our celebrities, they stay the entire weekend. So you're seeing them on property. They're having breakfast, lunch, or dinner with you. They're at the events with you. You can go up and have a conversation. You can ask for a picture or autograph. You can have a drink with a celebrity. It's no big deal because they are so relaxed and they know this is their core audience of fan base, of fan members that came out, to see them for the weekend. So, they know they're working, but they know that it's still unofficially they're not working.
Right. This is actually pretty impressive to me. And now, when you talk to some people when they're actually hosting a Pride or hosting anything like that, I've always come across different ideas and different ways of viewing that type of event. Now, I've had one person to actually tell me when it comes to events like this, but maybe not exactly like this, but events like a huge gathering, a lot of Black LGBT, is it more lesbians seem to come out or more Black men seem to be coming out? When it comes to Black women or men, or it's just a constant mixture? Who do you see that normally comes to these type of events?
Great question. And we have such a diverse audience. I honestly have to say this to you. Our audience is so diverse. And I say to people, when they're like, okay, so what's your target audience and who are you trying to reach and what's your core demographic? Are you a Pride event? Are you, a circuit party? And I say to every single guest and anyone who inquire about who we are and what we do, I say we are an arts and culture music festival weekend. And simply what the name implies is what we are. The core of our audience, we do 55% professional men, average age 30 to 63 years old. We do 45% professional women, right around that 30 to 55 age category. Of that audience, we do 80% of our audience is African American.
Okay.
10% of our audience is Latino, LGBTQ. 5% of our audience is Caucasian LGBTQ, and then the remaining 5% of our audience are supporters and allies. We have guests who say, hey, listen, my cousin is coming, my bestie is coming, my aunt is coming, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. They want to come and hang out with me. They support me, and they support the community, and, they're straight. They just want to come and have a great time. Is that okay? And I'm just like, absolutely. If you are a supporter, an ally of the community, we welcome everyone. We have some transgender young ladies who come every single year, and they have an amazing time. So when you're walking around, you are seeing every spectrum of the community truly represented at our festival because, we believe in saying, come as you are. Everyone is welcome to attend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I am curious when it comes to the amount of, because I think LGBT artists are slowly but surely getting their shine. Slowly but surely. Is there a certain number of LGBT artists you also look for every year to perform at this event?
Absolutely. We do a mixture of LGBT artists and then also straight allies / celebrities to perform, make appearances, etc., host the weekend. For example, we did Frenchie Davis in 2016, 17, where we did Big Frida. We had the comedian Samson McCormick. We had B. Slade, mixed in with Angie Stone, and mixed in with Monifa, and mixed in with Eva Marcel, Raven Simone. So we fuse it all together where, half of our performances are our celebrity ambassadors or hosts will be LGBTQ. The other half will be, allies, straight allies, and supporters of the community. Mm-hmm. And it's important, I think, to do that because, you do have straight supporters out there and straight celebrities and straight allies who want to truly come and have a great time with you and just want to see us as a community, excel in every possible way. They just want to say, hey, listen, I'm here to support you, and, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, we always pick celebrity allies that truly understand us, truly support us, and see our value. They've been there from the beginning, not the typical cliche celebrity where they have a new album out, a new project out, a new TV show, a new movie out, they want to come and pander to us. And once they're done pandering and we go and we support their event, then they're nowhere to be found. So we truly want to be able to select a straight ally, such as a Cheryl Lee Ralph, who has been an LGBTQ ally for her entire career, from the beginning of her career as an original Dream Girl. She does an amazing event every year called Diva Simply Singing in LA, and she's been doing that for 27 years, where she raises funds, awareness about the awareness and prevention around HIV/AIDS. And that's an event that she does just like out of love for the community through her 501c3 organization, the Diva Foundation. And Cheryl is truly an ally, so that's why we're honoring her with the Career Lifetime Achievement Award.
Wow.
Everyone knows Tamar Braxton, as an ally from day one. So it's everybody loves Tamar. We know that she loves the kids, she loves the community, she's always there. So it's like it was just a natural fit to bring in a Tamar Braxton, James Wright Chanel, who everyone fell in love with James as, known as the patty pie guy, and
good one.
So he's been in 3 reality shows, and, he's on the road now touring with Tamar Braxton, and he's now on her new reality show as her bestie on her show. So James is going to be honored at our Vanguard Awards gala with the Rising Star Award at the festival, And so it just goes on and on and on to, the Sylvester musical that we're going to do. And we're bringing the cast of the Mighty Real, the Fabulous Sylvester musical, which is executive produced by Shirley Ralph and Anthony Wayne and Kendra Bowman. And these 2 young brothers from New York City are amazing playwriters and actors and singers, and they actually, wanted to tell the story of Sylvester, and who was an amazing icon within our community. And they wrote this amazing play, and they're getting ready to actually take the play to Broadway in 2019.
Wow.
So our festival guests will have an exclusive preview of the Broadway musical in Punta Cana before it hits Broadway in 2019. How about that?
Wow. That sounds pretty hot. That sounds pretty hot. Now, when it came down to the film festival, I was very, very surprised to hear that as well. Is this something that you guys do every year, or this is the first year?
This is our second year. This is our third year doing the film festival.
Okay.
So we do it every year, beachside, and we set up a huge, amazing projector on the beach, and we make it nice and sexy, and blankets and chairs, and we do a little barbecue and everything, and wine and popcorn, and then we just play about 10 different films throughout the evening. So for those who just want to be in chill mode and want to go to the film fest and be on the beach and relax and have a glass of wine and some popcorn or some barbecue, that's there for you. And then we'll have a celebrity ambassador hosting that piece. So, we select about 10 great films, whether they're full length or they're short or documentaries or features, what have you. And, we'll have those on the schedule, and those will play on Saturday during the film fest. And, it's really, really nice and laid back. So we're still selecting which films we're going to screen for the festival this year, but we have some great documentaries, some great short features, and like 2 or 3 full-length films we're going to debut this year. So that's one of our favorites, in addition to Celebrity Karaoke and Monifa's Spades Tournament. They come for war when it comes to the Spades Tournament.
Wow. And honestly, the Spades Tournament, I thought perfect. That was a perfect little puzzle that had to be placed in this type of event. I'm a big fan of, first off, a big fan of the arts in general, but when it came down to putting the health and wellness component within this type of event, what exactly bring more awareness to, or necessarily to just simply let people know about? Is there any particular subject, or you just wanted people to be more aware when it comes to their health?
Every weekend we have an amazing certified and trained instructor. They do fitness boot camp on Saturday and Sunday, or you have the option of doing Zumba classes, or you have the option of doing yoga. So we do those different types of classes early in the morning to get people up, get them energized, get them ready for the day. But in terms of really focusing on health and wellness, as you know, HIV/AIDS is a huge disease that's impacting our community. And so we always want to shed awareness around the education, prevention, and, letting folks know what's going on in terms of what is out there, versus, protecting themselves, how to get tested, learning more about the drug PrEP and what that does. So we have great professionals from the world of healthcare, and we do an amazing brunch on Sunday, and that's what we call it, In the Spirit gospel brunch / health and wellness workshop. So we want to take you to church. We want to feed you. We want to get you uplifted. And then we actually introduce the health and wellness piece with our panel of experts that we have talking about, HIV/AIDS and how it's affecting gay people of color, awareness, preventions, and solutions that we can do as a community to fight against this dreaded disease. For the past 2 years, it has been sponsored by Gilead Sciences and also by AIDS Healthcare Foundation. Without those two, we would not have been able to do this brunch and this health and wellness component during the festival. And so, with that piece, we focus on that, but this year we're going to go a step further. We really want to address mental health wellness within the LGBTQ community. And a lot of us often are suffering in silence from depression. We have mental health issues, and we never know, or we never go out and we never seek, proper counseling or help. So we're going to have 2 licensed clinical psychologists that are going to be a part of the panel this year, and they're going to talk about mental health wellness within the community. And if you're suffering from that, if you're suffering in silence, these are things that you can do to get help, So that's one thing we're going to address is mental health wellness, in addition to the HIV/AIDS component as well. So, and with some of us, we may have the virus, but, we suffer in silence, or, depression sets in and you don't know you're depressed. Or if you are depressed, you consider, the awful notion of possibly committing suicide because you no longer want to be here.
Right.
So we need to let folks know that it's not okay to suffer in silence. And if you are suffering, we're here to help you, but these are things you can do to help get help to get you out of that dark place. So mental health wellness is going to be a key component we're going to address this year during the workshop component.
Awesome. It really sounds like a well-rounded event that had pretty a lot of thought put into it in terms of addressing everything, and also really giving people choices. Exactly, this is what particular event you want to go to, as well as also learn as much as possible. And if you just want to be in the chill mode, hey, you got the Film Festival. I really love exactly what it is that you're doing here. So when it comes to people finding out where to go, where to purchase the tickets, where to do any of that, to follow the event for the next one after thereafter, where do they go?
Absolutely. So if they are interested, if anyone is interested in attending, all you simply have to do is go to our website, lgbtmusicfest.com, lgbtmusicfest.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter on the LGBT Music Fest, or they can call our office at 404-756-8433. 7 days a week, and we'll be glad to answer any questions. All the information is on our website. If you're interested in registering for the festival, you can simply do so also. 4 nights, 5 days at the amazing Melia Caribe Resort in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. 20 amazing events, over 20 celebrities taking place during the festival weekend. All inclusive, all your meals, all your liquor, ground transportation is included, airport transfers is included. And we're going to do a boat cruise on private island, and the theme is going to be old school house music all night long is included. Our huge HIV/AIDS benefit concert we're going to do on Friday night with open bar off property is included in the package. So literally the package, I think, is quite affordable. It's $13.49. Single occupancy, all inclusive. If you're going to travel with a bestie or with your partner or companion, it's $9.85 per person based on double occupancy. We have amazing superior rooms there with balconies, and you're literally less than 2,000 feet from the ocean. So you get up every morning, you can hear the waves crashing. So you're on an amazing destination vacation, and you're meeting great professionals from all around the country.
Wow. I'm already impressed. Like I said, for me, and I think I told one of my previous guests before, I said, what I noticed is the fact that if it wasn't for me doing this podcast, I probably would not have known about so many great events like this actually occurring. I have not. I've heard of Pride events, but not an event like this. Have there many events like this out there, or no?
We are, to be honest with you, we are the first and only. to be honest with you.
Wow. Wow.
And so people are just kind of like in awe, and they're just like, oh my God, okay, this is such an interesting concept. And, where did you come up with the idea? And we love it, and it's amazing. And, so we literally are the first LGBTQ arts and culture music festival,
wow.
with a focus on gay people of color.
Wow.
And so, I'm so proud in terms of how people are receiving us, but also, too, people are so proud of what we're doing because they're like, we need something like this. And especially where we're targeting true LGBTQ professionals within that 30 to 65, demographic. They're just like, we love it. And, we're finding that we have folks that are coupled. They actually are coming with their partners, and they're like, hey, listen, we want to meet other great couples from around the country. So we have a lot of folks who are in married and partnered relationships, and they're coming and they're like, we love this. We have single professionals that are coming by themselves. They're like, we love this. So we have straight folks who come by themselves and they're like, we love what you're doing. So, we are the first of its kind, to be honest with you, that's doing something like this, and of course, some folks, there's a little resistance at times when folks don't know who you are. They're trying to feel you out, but we focus on the positive, and it just has been 99.9% positive energy we've received, and everyone has said, we love the concept, we love what you're doing. It's so overdue, especially for the older professional LGBTQ community who don't do the Pride, definitely don't do weekly club events anymore. So this is something that we want to do and put on our annual calendar every year.
Wow. So I definitely, how much is this event growing by? It's like a big percentage that you're really seeing the difference, and it keeps going bigger and bigger and bigger every year?
Yeah, we're growing. So from last year, from 2016 to 2017, we have grown by about 10% in our numbers.
Okay.
But it's okay. We're happy with that because, we don't want to put it out there so quickly, and it's just it's not executed the right way, or the large crowds are there and it's not done the right way, and people are just they walk away feeling like, hey, intimacy was taken away, or there was not enough execution that was done. So for us, we're going to grow slowly and responsibly. We pride ourselves on having the right strategic partners that can see our vision. I've been so blessed to have some great major corporate partnerships, from our first year where we had Revolt TV, which is owned by Sean Puffy Combs, and they came on board and saw what we were doing and said, hey, we want to be able to tap into this and reach the professional LGBTQ audience, and they sponsored our Vanguard Awards all-white gala at the festival.
Nice.
To Diageo distributors came on board, which is the largest distribution company for all of the major liquor brands in the world. They came on board and sponsored us as well and brought Smirnoff vodka to pour throughout the weekend. We've had Rum of Puerto Rico, Bacardi, Coors, Amstel Light as sponsors. AIDS Healthcare Foundation, which is the largest HIV/AIDS nonprofit organization in the world, came on board as our title sponsor. Gilead Sciences came on board and sponsored our health and wellness brunch for us. The CDC. So, we've been really, really, really fortunate over the last 3 years now to have brands that have said, listen, we see where you're going, we see the direction, we want to be able to partner and not just sponsor and grow with you. And so, with our festival guests coming every year and they're seeing these major brands for such, with us being so young in the game, they're like, oh my God, this really is growing every year because these are major brands that are coming on board and sponsoring us. And as most of these pride organizations, around the country they struggle every year just to produce pride, and they can never get a corporate brand to come on board and sponsor their events. So for us to, kind of come in as the little engine and kind of climb up this steep hill, for these major brands to see what we're doing in our first, second, now going into our 30 and say we want to be a part of this, I truly feel that they see what we're doing. And So, we want to be able to keep these partnerships going for the next couple of years.
See, that's what I wanted to ask you, because you're right, a lot of prides do suffer in terms of getting sponsorship. And what the idea is that it's normally Black prides don't get as much participation sponsorship versus the white prides. And so for you to come in and actually get that much sponsorship so early in the game, what do you think is the reason why?
You're going to get me in trouble.
I don't want to do that. It was just a very interesting question. You can keep it politically correct if you want.
We'll just say I have a great team that work with me, and we sit down and we strategize and we look at who we want to go after and who we want to target, and which brands would be a great fit for our audience. And so I have great go-getters who don't take no for an answer, and if we get a no, we go around. Gotcha. And we may get 50 no's, but for that 50th no, we get that one yes, which comes on board and says we want to do it, and it's worth all of the hustle we've been doing. So I definitely want to bring it back around to having a great skilled team of professionals that know what they're doing, and they have the background, and I can say, hey, this is your area of responsibility. I want you to go and target this brand, or target this person, or target this company, and this is what we need from them. Go make it happen, and they go out and do it. And oftentimes, like you said, we see a lot of Black prides suffer every year because unfortunately they may not have the resources in place, and so they have to work within their means to create and produce a pride, which a lot of them do so well. But for me, as I mentioned, we're already planning for 2019.
Wow.
Already.
Wow.
And we just started in 18. So for us, it's planning out 2019. So the minute we get that yes from that sponsor, we're like, okay, great, no problem. Here's that sponsor deck for 2019. Let's get you locked in and committed to 2019. And this is the plan for 2019. And we get the commitment. So I believe, truly working in advance and being prepared and being organized and having your presentation materials done in a certain way that they look corporate and they look detailed and they look structured. So when it goes to that person who writes that check, you're creating an image that they can say, listen, okay, do I want to look at a Delta logo next to this event? Do I want to look at a Ford logo or a Vodka logo next to this event? And, will it be a good fit, a good look for my brand to be associated with this group or organization? So, we take great pride in making sure that we target the right folks, but also when we go and we present it the right way, and we go in with the premise of we're not leaving unless we get a yes from you.
Gotcha.
So,
I'm beginning to smell a secret sauce, but I'm not too sure quite. I'm beginning to smell a secret sauce, but I'm like, okay, this is
a little bit of a secret sauce, exactly. Lettuce and cheese, a little bit.
I like it. I love it, though. I really do love it. So this is now, do you plan on seeing yourself? Well, first off, I'm going to go back a little bit. Does a lot of these sponsorships actually say, hey, we're going to plan on following you the following year? They actually kind of have a multi-year commitment?
Most of them usually say, hey, listen, let's get through 2018, and see how that looks first,
Gotcha.
So, we find that, a sponsor will send a representative to the event because they want to make sure activation and execution is done the right way.
Gotcha.
For their sponsorship dollars. So, typically once, we have that rep there and they're able to see everything was done the right way, they're thoroughly impressed with the festival, we say, hey, listen, can we have that commitment for 2019, whether it's not a firm, or can we look at a soft commitment to move forward? And that's always the objective, is to, impress, over-deliver, make sure that client is happy. And so when they go back to their bosses, they can say, this event was amazing. It was a great look for us, the right audience. And I think we need to commit again for the following year. So, We always go with the premise of getting that secure yes for the following year. But if not, we're going to out-deliver to make sure that person walks away saying that you have exceeded our expectations.
Nice. Now, is there a particular destination that is on your wish list?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I would say yes, but I don't want to mention because we have a lot of copycats out there right now trying to copy the model.
I was going to ask you that, too. I was going to ask you that. It's like, I think there is one, but I'm not going to say anybody's name,
Yeah. We have a couple copycats out there now. Everybody's doing a festival, where no one was doing a festival. Now everybody's doing a festival, So we're starting to see a lot of copycats out there right now, and a lot of them. And like I said, we're flattered because they go on our Instagram pages and they go on our Facebook and they go on our website and they try to duplicate or copy what we're doing. But we said, hey, no problem, thank you for the compliment, but we keep it moving. But we do have a few locations that we're looking at, but. We don't want to share it with the copycats out there because I'm sure they're listening to your podcast right now.
You know what? I definitely agree with that. Keep it under wraps. But one thing for sure, I definitely think that a lot of people are really going to be happy to hear of this type of event. One, in existence. Two, actually be of a destination. And three, to be so well rounded in terms of how it actually is being done and executed. I got to be honest with you. I'm feeling a little jealous, and I'm thinking I should just get my ticket and just go with the hell with it. Just go with it,
I think you should come and work that celebrity red carpet and interview all of our great celebrities that weekend, and we'll set you up and make sure the podcast is running all weekend and make sure you get all of these great celebrities that are going to be there. Where else can you go? And you have, Shirley Rouse and Tweet and James Wright Chanel and Monifa and Patrick Riley and the cast of the Sylvester musical and Tamar, and Sean T. Like, come on.
I know.
One and only Sean T. Where else are you going to go? This brother has sold over $1 billion in exercise DVDs. Come on now.
Wow.
Entrepreneur.
I did not know that. Jesus.
$1 billion in DVD fitness products.
Oh,
$1 billion,
God,
right?
I never knew. Jesus Christ.
Where else can you go and have a conversation and go up to him and he's going to be selling his brand new book, Tears for Transformation, and, pick his brain as an entrepreneur, as a health and fitness guru, he's in front of you. Where else can you find that experience or have the original dream girl showing you out in front of you, or Tamar Braxton, who is literally one of the biggest, if not the biggest R&B chick in the game right now.
She is. I mean, listen, her voice shocked the crap out of me when I was actually watching, when I originally was introduced to Tamar when it came down to the Braxtons, and her voice, oh my, I listen, I became an instant fan.
Yes.
I love Tony, but you know who I also love? Tweet. I love her.
Yes.
The Southern Hummingbird.
Yes.
I love Tweet. Got all her albums. Hey, I don't want to say I'm the number one fan because someone's bound to be above me, but whatever.
Yeah. Folks are just like, oh my God, Tweet. Like the response to Tweet has been amazing. Like, we've all been through heartache and breakup from the first Tweet album, from smoking cigarettes and wine,
exactly.
So hotel, motel, like we all have a Tweet song that we can relate to, and you're like, just give me a cigarette and a glass of wine, I'm feeling miserable right now, and she's taking me through this, so like people are just like, you don't have Tweet coming. And when I tell you she is the biggest supporter of the community, she's just so easy. She's so wonderful, and she's such an advocate and ally. And she's going to be one of the folks that we're going to support, honor that weekend as well, too. And, she has her most recent project, Charlene, which is out right now and available everywhere. So, we were like, listen, we got to get the Southern Hummingbird down here. And so that was our first celebrity we rolled out and introduced, and people are just like, oh no, that you're not bringing Tweet to like put us through emotions.
Exactly.
You're not doing it.
And let me tell you, I got her album when it first came out, so I already, I already got that. I already got. She had. A matter of fact, I think she had a little contest I was going to go for. But anyway, whatever. But one thing's for sure. Like I said, I'm very, very happy to have you come onto the show. Just inform everybody within the community about this event, because I really think that we need to support a lot more events like that. Not just support, but just to go and enjoy. If you're single, you can find somebody. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Just that,
come on out.
Yes, it's just that type of event. So one thing's for sure, I want people to know, again, go to the LGBTmusicfest.com. Is that correct? Go to that event?
It is, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. LGBTmusicfest.com. I'm glad you said if you're single, come on down, meet a great person, meet your new sweetie pie, your new spouse potentially. And I like to call myself, Mr. Matchmaker. And we've had some great connections where we had one couple, they came to the festival as virtual strangers, never met each other at all. They connected in 2016. 2017, they came back as fiancés, and then 2018, they just got married.
No
and they said, hey,
way.
Listen, had we not come to this festival, we would have never met each other. We lived on different parts of the country, and literally, they connected, and in under 3 years, engaged, married, now living in the D.C. area, so we've had those types of experiences, and people have just met, and they're like, oh my God, yeah, I've met this person there, and, we just connected, and we maintained the communication, so now we're coming back together as a couple this year, so those types of great relationships take place throughout the festival. Also, one important thing, we do our LGBTQ gay wedding that we do at the festival also too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Vanguard Awards Gala, which is our upscale all-white gala where we're going to be honoring Sean, Tia, Shirley, Robin, Tweet, and Tamar. During the programming, we actually do a LGBTQ wedding. We marry one male couple and one female couple that takes place at the event. So literally, it's magical. So we're going to marry two couples again at the awards gala. And so imagine last year when we did it, you had B. Slade and Brandy serenading the couples as they were walking down the aisle.
No way. Oh, my God.
Who does that?
Wow. Okay. All right.
So
I'm convinced. All right. I'm convinced. Damn it. All right.
That's what we do. So we bring it all together, and so so people like you just had a wedding at this awards gala, and so when we did it last year, no one knew about it. So when the wedding took place, people were just crying, and they were all in awe. They're like, oh my God, it's a wedding about to take place, and you have B. Slade on the stage serenading the couples as they're walking down the aisle.
Wow.
So there was not an empty eye in the ballroom, and it went over really well. So we said, we're just going to continue the tradition every year of just marrying a male couple and a female couple every year at the awards gala.
Jeez, that is such an experience. Wow. That's
yeah.
All right. You took the breath out of me. All right. Hopefully, I can find that person one day. No, just kidding.
There you go. You and me both.
Well, one thing's for sure, I am so appreciative of you coming on the show and kind of, like I said, letting people know exactly about the LGBT arts and cultural event taking place. And let me tell you something, I love everything about it. If you don't know exactly where to go, again, go to the LGBTmusicfest.com. Again, all the information is going to be directly under the podcast information. Everybody knows about that. But again, it's going to be directly under all the information, directly embedded in the podcast. So you can be able to click and you can be able to simply just send a little message and say, hey, Brother Speak did sing you. So let them know the Brother Speak sent you. But more than that, just simply go there and enjoy. It sounds like it's going to be an awesome event. And again, Gregory, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
Just letting us know about everything that's going on. And again, this is going to be the third year, but it's going to be many more. The way it sounds, there's going to be many more popular, outstanding events coming your way. So you know what that means. Keep challenging. You got to keep challenging yourself, right?
Yeah. So, it's going to be amazing. And we haven't even rolled out, and just really quick, we haven't even rolled out the full celebrity lineup yet. So,
you're not done? Okay.
If you think what we have is amazing, we haven't even rolled out the full lineup. So, we still have like 3 or 4 more celebrities to go. And just to let your viewers know, please don't wait until the last minute. We have sold out over the last 2 years. We sell out, right around the middle of April is when we sell out completely.
Ooh, okay. So let's
don't wait.
Okay, get moving now. Don't wait too long. And again, I don't even blame you. This event would be able to sell out pretty quickly. So this is something that you have not seen in a very, very long. They are the first, so it doesn't make any sense to wait. Jump on it right now, everybody. Again, this is Chris from BuzzFeed Podcast. I'm going to have all the information. Thank you again, Gregory Douglas, for coming on the show. And this is Chris signing off. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Chris. Bye-bye.